Now, I made a video a short while back when the Remove tool was first introduced into Photoshop, but since then, the more I use it, the more I'm impressed. I mean, this is a seriously powerful and clever tool. So back in that earlier video, I showed what the Remove tool was, the settings you can alter, and how to use it to get the very best results out of this seemingly intelligent tool. Now, I've always had a what would happen if approach to when using Photoshop and doing my editing, and with the Remove tool now becoming my go-to for cleaning up of images, I've been doing a little bit of experimenting lately just to see how it would deal with a variety of very different cleanup tasks. For example, this picture here that I photographed with my drone. Let's just say that I want to remove the tree from the scene and obviously the shadow that's being cast on the grass. In the options bar at the top of the screen, I have the Remove tool set so that it gets to work once I stop brushing over an area. So I'll add a new blank layer so that I'm working non-destructively and then simply brush over the tree and the shadow. And you can see, literally a second or two later, it's done, and it has done a really good job with it even creating a new area of sky which blends in perfectly. Now, if I try to do the same thing with a good old spot healing brush, the result will be good-ish, but might need a little bit of work doing afterwards. So I'll add a new blank layer, make sure that Sample All Layers is ticked in the options bar, and then brush over the tree and the shadow, and this is the result. Now, on this dog portrait I took, the Remove tool is great for removing the collar. Again, add a new blank layer and brush over the collar, with the great thing being that I don't have to be completely accurate. I just need to brush over the collar. And a second or two later, it's removed. Now, with all the hair to add back in, that's a lot harder than it looks, but the Remove tool does a great job. I can only imagine how useful this tool is for my friend Kaylee Greer, who specialises in dog portraits and is constantly removing leads. On this surfer picture here that I took with my iPhone, the Remove tool does a fantastic job of removing any trace of the surfer by recreating the beach, sea, sky and the cliffs on the horizon line. Really clever stuff. Now, a couple of days ago, I was doing a webinar and I got specifically asked why I prefer to use the spot healing brush instead of the Remove tool. And it kind of got me curious to try and see if I could push it even further. So there was no doubt at all why I prefer it. So in this picture here of my friend Anthony that I took with my iPhone, let's just say for whatever reason, I want to remove this one leg of the bench he's sitting on. If I use the spot healing brush by adding a new blank layer, and then brushing over the leg, you can see that it does an okay job, but there's a bit of smudging and some cleaning up I'd need to do, maybe with the clone stamp tool. But if I use the Remove tool, again on a blank layer, and brush over the leg, just look at the difference. Absolutely perfect. Nothing more to do. It even knows there should be a gap between the wooden boards. But check this out. There's this window here just to the side of Anthony that's been damaged. Now, this is definitely fixable using other tools in Photoshop by maybe cloning glass from another undamaged window, but I wanted to see if the Remove tool could handle it all by itself. First though, let's just see what the spot healing brush makes of it. So, a new blank layer, brush over it, and this is the result we get. But now let's try the Remove tool. I'll add a new blank layer and brush over the broken window. When I stop brushing over it, the Remove tool takes a second or two and done. I mean, check that out. It just blows me away how good it is, but also how quick it is. There's even some areas along the window frame that don't look so straight now, but I just brush over them with the remove tool and it fixes them. The bottom of the window here looks a bit messy, so I'll clean that up just by brushing over it, and this side too. So anyway, like I said, I was just experimenting, and when I saw how the remove tool handled that broken window, I just had to let you know, because it might be a tool that you're not taking full advantage of. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video, so as always, if you've got anything from it, I'd really appreciate a click on the like button, and if you haven't yet, just click on subscribe, which I really wish YouTube would just change to say follow, because that's all you're doing. It doesn't cost you anything, it just means that you get notified when I've published a new video or I'm going live on YouTube. But for now, that's me, I'm done. I'll catch you in the next video.